The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Heat in Miami. For Miami, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. An intriguing matchup tonight. 2 smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths.
Okay. I think it's going to be more tactical, though, honestly. You know, if the game is played at a fast pace, that's when the benches come into play because we'll see who has the bigger bench.
If,
You okay? You all right?
Oh.
You all right?
Man, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, sorry, Ernie. Did it go down the wrong pipe?
Something did.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And, of course, Serge Ibaka not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of the pack, a Cinderella run has never been more of a long shot. The question becomes, when is pretty good not nearly good enough for both fans and ownership? Back to you.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. You can see it all over the league. Injuries, Brent, beginning to affect some teams, but it's hard to pay your stars and maintain a deep bench all under the salary cap. It's a very difficult dance to do.
This is why sitting next to you as a broadcaster is a really less stressful thing to do rather than be a general manager in the league.
Yeah.
So hard to make.
But you could be a general manager in this league.
Maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now I'm enjoying this seat with you. And I'm wondering how it is that some of these teams can get creative with cap analytics guys and their strategy, how much they want to press forward given some of the restrictions of what you can do with your roster. But we know the more players you have that can step in and be ready, these deeper teams during the regular season usually pile up a few more wins than those that don't have that approach.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Now here's Valanciunas. The fadeaway. The rebound by Johnson. Pass to Winslow. Back to Johnson. Rebound by the Raptors. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity. Everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
Now here is Lowry, following the missed shot by James Johnson. Valanciunas inside. No good on that one.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
No good on the free throw. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
So he comes up empty at the line.
Yeah, like a five-tool baseball player, James Johnson's one of those guys who does a little bit of everything for his team.
Green kicks to Lowry. Launches a three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Dragic against Lowry. In the corner, Winslow with it. It's Adebayo, top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
For Toronto, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Green kicks to Lowry. That one good for 2. And it's a tie ball game.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the pass to Winslow. Back to Dragic. Great D that time from Leonard.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Outside, Green. Floats one up, and the layup is good. Green's got his first points of the night.
And for a guy who once had few, if any, dribble drive skills coming into the league, you have to like Green's aggressiveness.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
They capitalized on so many opportunities. The offense tonight just extremely fluid.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Adebayo kicks to Winslow. Pass to Dragic. To the middle. Deflects the pass. 6 to shoot. The drive by Lowry. And it's Green missing. Miami trailing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. A floater and the layup good by Winslow. Winslow's got his second bucket.
And what a move by Winslow there, completely losing the defense on his way to the hoop.
And Lowry has it in the corner. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Wade kicks to Dragic. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Dragic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
Here's Leonard. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat leading by 3. To the paint. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Lowry. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this Heat team is a collection of a hodgepodge of players, just interesting combinations, guys who can switch all over the floor. But I think they're still trying to find out what their role is, who's going to end up stepping up to be the scorer that they lean on. And they try to be greater than the sum of their parts under Eric Spoelstra. Some nights they are. He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Raptors trail by 3. Kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Green inside the three-point line. That one wide left.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the shot goes down.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
And the Kawhi Leonard drama finally came to an end last offseason with a trade that sent him from the San Antonio Spurs north to Toronto.
And you have to wonder, is this a high-priced one-year rental for Kawhi? Before the trade, Kawhi made it known that he wants to play in L.A. Toronto has a lot to offer, but hard to compete with the idea of what he and LeBron might be able to accomplish playing together.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Now here's Dragic. He had 22 points in the win against Orlando.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with it.
Clock at 4. Miami needs to get a shot off. Trying to get open is Johnson. Bucket is good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Outside Lowry. Back to Leonard. The tray. And it's Wade with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Lowry against Dragic. It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break Toronto. Lowry leading the charge. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Dragic against Lowry. Dragic finds Winslow. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 7 points for Justice Winslow.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have 2, at least 2, if not 3 upper echelon
superstar players.
Players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Now here's Richardson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. With the floater, and it's good on the way in.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Johnson. Van Vliet passes to Monroe. Back to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
A shot by Ellington, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And Wright kicks to Van Vliet. Ollie Stein at the elbow. He feeds it to Leonard. And stolen by Richardson. The shot. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Richardson. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Passes it to Monroe. Over Richardson. Monroe's shot is good.
That's the Monroe comfort zone, a polished interior scorer. That's a high percentage shot for their offense.
The Heat leading by 5. Johnson kicks to Winslow. In the corner, it's Richardson. They get the rebound. Pass to Ellington. There's Winslow. It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. 3 on the clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Josh enjoying this and one opportunity. Good job finishing despite the defense knocking him around a bit. Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
That's good from Richardson. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
Here is Ellington. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Ellington dishes to Johnson. Back to Ellington. Johnson outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Heat lead by 8.
Some good balance from Johnson. Incredible watching him maintain that focus. Look at his eyes on the rim there on that difficult shot.
Now here's Leonard. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
First one falls for him.
And Josh Richardson, continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
Dion Waiters checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Richardson drops them both. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range. Even though last year, obviously, just 9 games, he's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
And with Kawhi in this past summer, his health was such an unknown quantity during trade talks. Now that we know that Kawhi is a full go, it looks like a great deal for Toronto. Casts a bit of a shadow and doubt over Kawhi's last year in San Antonio, but it is what it is at this point.
Leonard hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Johnson finds Waiters. Miami keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. There's Winslow. And it's off from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Raiders against Wright. Feeds it to Monroe. Richardson gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Richardson's got 10 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Van Vliet passes to Monroe. The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, Greg Monroe is pretty good down there in the paint, but he's got to work on becoming a lockdown defender on the interior.
And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. The Heat have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Van Vliet. He had 10 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
If we understand our potential, can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, Johnson and Waiters are the guard set. Richardson is out there with Winslow, and it's Adebayo in at center. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Here's Johnson. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Waiters outside. Misses the three. Raptors trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Wright dishes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Johnson. Kicks it out to Leonard for three. Wright outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Van Vliet. A three-pointer off the mark. Miami leading by 11. Waiters finds Winslow. Waiters against Wright. Back to Waiters. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right down low. Johnson on him. The pass to Leonard. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Waiters. The three ball. It's hauled in by Richardson. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Waiters outside. He kicks to Johnson. Pass to Winslow. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Wright. Passes it to Van Vliet. The lead now cut to single digits.
And that's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
Pass to Winslow. Waiters outside. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Shoots from 12. And that misses badly. Air ball.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Nice to see the versatility in the way that Josh Richardson is scoring it here.
And the Raptors call time here. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete. And he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. Dwayne Wade comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. A new group in now for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Pascal Siakam comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Danny Green, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet. And that one's good. Leonard.
Now, going back to his college days, this is one of Leonard's favorite moves, the simple pull-up off the dribble.
Wade outside. Waiters outside. Dragic against Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Dragic. Raptors trail by 8. Inside, Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
At the line for 2 shots.
No good on that one. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Heat.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Now here is Lowry. 8 points his last outing, and there's the feed to Leonard. Over Waiters, and with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Leonard.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
There's the pass to Wade. Offensive rebound Heat. And Waiters kicks to Adebayo. Here's Dragic. The teardrop falls in. Dragic has got 5 now.
That's an effective floater Goran Dragic just threw up there. Totally caught the defense by surprise.
Pass to Green. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Waiters. He had 13 points in the win against Orlando. Dragic against Lowry. Out to Wade. Trying his luck deep. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And that's just a really good-looking three-point shot from D. Wade. You have to crowd him as he's rising up for that one.
Leonard with no one around. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Johnson penetrating, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Josh Richardson, the 40th overall pick, Brent, back in 2015, a hardworking young player who's had a lot of good veteran mentors in this Miami Heat locker room.
Yeah, and he took advantage not only of what Dwayne Wade said to him, but the time that Dwayne Wade wasn't playing, he stepped in and seized an opportunity to get those minutes. He's had some scorching hot shooting numbers, too. His rookie year was phenomenal, and it came in and drew attention from guys from the three-point line, so looking to be consistent on that end.
That's good from Johnson. And Miami making a change here. Ellington's checked in. And Johnson drops them both. Now here is Lowry. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Lowry. His last 10 games, he's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time.
Now here's Ellington. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And it goes down 2 points. Ellington's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Leonard, no luck.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Now here's Dragic. Six to shoot. No good off the back of the rim. Raptors trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lowry passes to Green. And again, no good by Toronto. Miami leading by 13. Johnson surveying the floor. Wade finds Ellington. There's Dragic with the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Can they get it? Count that one. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Dragic kicks to Wade. And that one is off. And Toronto will come the other way. Now here's Green. Ellington defending. Lowry has the open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
He gets that one. And the Heat lead by 10.
And Dragic, sometimes you can see it in his eyes. Once the gap is there, he's going to find it. Terrific finish.
Lowry against Dragic. Unloads. Misses off the left iron. The Heat leading by 10. Passes it to Adebayo. Wade against Leonard. Pass to Dragic. From the arc. Offensive rebound, Heat. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Winslow's checked in for the Heat. Josh Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And then for Toronto, Cauley Stein comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kawhi Leonard.
Inside 2 minutes.
Outside Lowry. Clock at 6. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Outside Dragic. Kicks it to Winslow. That's tipped. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's just amazing work from Winslow. Knows he was going to get hit, but he possesses that strength and concentration to hit the shot. You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Raptors also changing it up. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's DeLon Wright in for Kyle Lowry.
One shot.
That's good from Winslow. And Winslow about 6'7", 225. But Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4. And when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
Now, here is Monroe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
He can be tough to contain. Something about lefties that are low to the ground. Got to respect his touch from deep.
Here's VanVleet, covered by Winslow. The pass to Monroe. Over Johnson. Monroe, no good.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
For Miami, they had made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And he knocks down the first one.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Johnson drops them both. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 15-point game. Monroe with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Wright kicks to Van Vliet. Drills it from outside. Van Vliet's got 5 points now this quarter.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson outside. The teardrop falls in. Johnson's got 11 points.
I like how Johnson gets into the post. Good at executing in the paint that time.
And Wright kicks to Monroe. Fader on the way. And down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing and unbelievable touch on that one?
Do you think he knew? He knew from the moment he let that go. Just unreal.
And so it's the Miami Heat enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you guys are in control right now. How's that happen?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
You guys are built for this, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Welcome back. American Airlines Arena, visible on the far right of your screen in that overhead shot of downtown Miami. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here is Lowry. So the Raptors 5 right now. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Siakam in at the four-man position. Dragic gets the bucket.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch-and-shoot J is simply deadly.
Green against Winslow, and Siakam has it in the corner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Toronto, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw missing. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Heat leading by 15. Gets stolen by Lowry. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 18 points in the game.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
And here's Johnson outside, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lowry up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Green, the pass to Lowry. From outside, off the mark. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's Winslow, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You like the aggressiveness of Winslow, taking it straight at the D and getting whacked.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Lowry for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Winslow kicks to Johnson. Wade against Green. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Wade can't hit. Raptors trail by 15. Green taking his time here. And again, no good by Toronto.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
And Goran Dragic drops them both.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Siakam. He's guarded by Johnson. It's blocked. He kicks it to Dragic. Wade outside. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 8.
Nice job getting to the basket. When Johnson has a good look, he doesn't pass it up.
And the Raptors call time here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Adebayo passes to Dragic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
He's off on the second. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas, tipped away. Leonard looking over the floor. Siakam, good.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Lowry against Dragic. Pass to Waiters. Over Green. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, he can really change directions off the dribble. Waiters knows exactly how to carve out some room.
Green with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. To the inside and taken away by Johnson. Waiters against Green. Now here's Waiters. He's guarded closely and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Waiters.
We know about him being the 4th overall pick in the draft, and Waiters still trying to find a role on this team.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. He hits it from 9. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
That's just a mindset right there from James Johnson. You challenge him in the painted area all you want, he's going to go right back at you.
Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Siakam off target from three-point range. The Heat leading by 16. Winslow finds Dragic. Leonard with the ball. He's got 20. Outside Lowry. Takes the 3. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now Dragic, he's got 12. Down low. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Now here's Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games, as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 1, Goran Dragic.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Waiters. And the Heat with some changes. Richardson comes in for James Johnson. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. A new group in now for the Raptors. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Pascal Siakam. Right, he's checked in for Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's VanVleet, 5 points in the game. Pass to Cauley-Stein. The kick out to Wright. Outside Leonard, jacks up a 3. The rebound by Johnson.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged a bullet there.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. I mean, the lefty's still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 17. Three-pointer right. And that one is off. On the wing, Winslow. Cauley-Stein defending. Winslow kicks to Waiters. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. No good on the shot, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Right, the pass to Leonard. Cauley Stein up top. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And right, here we go. Rebound by the Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And again, it's the Heat missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 17 over Richardson. And he nails the jumper. And it's now 22 points for Leonard. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson dishes to Waiters. Down low, Leonard with the steal. Shoots it. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Winslow finds Waiters. Over right. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 15.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots a fader, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 24 points.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Heat.
And checking out some numbers for Willie Cauley-Stein.
He's really stood out for them over the past month. 15th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And trying to muscle up shots against him is tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector all season. Now here's Ellington. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Back to Johnson. He feeds it to Winslow over Cauley-Stein. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Raptors trail by 13. Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. The kick out to Wright. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Richardson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 24 over Richardson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against the Cavaliers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
For 3, Richardson. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Raptors trail by 15. Leonard draws the double. Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. And the pass to Van Vliet. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's a minute left to play here in the third. Monroe, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Shot clock at 5. And right, here we go. And good that time.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
And it's the Heat with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard, no luck. The Heat leading by 13. Winslow dishes to Johnson. Baseline J on the way. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Richardson is out there with Justice Winslow. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Wright. Pulls up on the wing. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Raptors. The Heat leading by 11. Knocked away. And here is Johnson. He kicks to Ellington. 6 on the shot clock. Trains the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 14.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Richardson. Johnson outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Van Vliet passes to Wright. It's good.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Now here's Johnson. Inside. Leonard with the steal. Here's Van Vliet. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Winslow finds Richardson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Adebayo. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Tyler Johnson. The Raptors also with a sub. Green, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Richardson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot, this time looking for contact as well.
Josh Richardson. 2.
Two shots.
That's good from Richardson. Goran Dragic is checked in for Wayne Ellington. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for DeLon Wright. And Richardson drops them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lowry for three, knocks down the three ball. Lowry's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Dragic the pass to Wade. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Here's Van Vliet. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. It's a 10-point game. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Dragic. Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas. Fader on the way. Miami grabs the miss. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, we all know how confident Goran Dragic is when it comes to scoring inside. Nice shot selection there for him.
Raptors trail by 12. Passes to Valanciunas. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. This one for three.
Now, capable of defending a few different positions, the length of Johnson has really bothered shooters.
Here's Dragic from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. 17 points for Goran Dragic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Van Vliet. Will it go? And Valanciunas with the layup.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. Miami keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Wade against Lowry. And it's good. 2 points. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Now here's Winslow. Outside Dragic. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Green against Richardson. Green passes to Siakam. Valanciunas dishes to Green. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Wade left side. Over Green. Wade, good.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Raptors trail by 13. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Shoots the three. Can't hit that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Dragic at the elbow. Dwayne Wade on the wing. From the baseline. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Dragic against Lowry. Valanciunas inside. That one off the back iron and out. The Heat leading by 15. Here's Wade. That one misses. Nice D from Valanciunas. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wade for 3. Another miss by Wade.
I don't even know why he attempted that shot. Everybody in the building knows that's not in his range. Take a step or two in next time, and then we'll talk.
Valanciunas, good.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. And it's Dragic off the drive. And again, it's the Heat missing. Raptors trail by 13. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Lowry. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Kawhi Leonard for 3. Leonard's got 11 in the second half.
Well, Kawhi does damage from the mid-range and from the inside and gets challenged to make threes, but he can do that too.
Dragic finds Johnson from 13. That one doesn't drop, and Toronto will come the other way. Dragic against Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Valanciunas. Back to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Green inside the 3-point line. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. They'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Sunday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the Heat call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Goran Dragic.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
A really solid performance here in front of the home crowd. He may not be the star of this team, but nights like this are what make him a fan favorite. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Now Dragic following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Rising up with ease right there, James Johnson up and throwing down.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Lowry, and here's Leonard from 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. The pass to Dragic. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Well, a classic streak shooter. Green is always a threat from the perimeter, and those points can punish you.
Johnson right side. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
Here's Leonard, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Heat. He tries for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Heat lead by 10.
That's some tremendous confidence by Wade, and why wouldn't he have it? He throws the D and popped the J.
Fades away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Winslow kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Wade. Wade on the wing. Puts it up. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Leonard the pass to Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Right side Dragic. He kicks to Wade. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And while Wade doesn't pull the floater out all that often, when he does, it's usually pretty silky smooth.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 9. 41 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And a new group in for the Heat. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Dion Waiters comes in for Justice Winslow. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Raptors, Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Siakam. C.J. Miles comes in for Leonard. And it's Wright in for Green.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for the Raptors, Greg Monroe. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. And here are the Heat now, and stolen by Wright. It's Miles on the wing. The kick out to Wright. Powell finds Miles. Wright from outside. Ellington grabs the miss. Pass to Johnson. And so it's the Heat winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwayne, this was a back and forth. They made some runs, but you held them off. How'd you do it?
We just kept playing our game. You know, we had a comfortable lead. We kept playing our game. We went into the locker room. We said, listen, they're not going to play with that same intensity they played in the first half. They're going to turn it up. So that means we got to turn it up as well. And I thought we did a great job whenever they made a run of just coming down, running our offense, getting good shots, and playing great defense.
You did match them and came out with the win, Dwayne. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.